Hi students, today we are going to discuss about the chapter metals and non-metals. Myself Vivek Chandan, teaching you science subject in Chandrakanpadi Central School, Kalburgi. Today, so let us go to the chapter that is metals and non-metals. In this chapter mainly we are going to discuss about the properties of metals and non-metals, that is physical properties of metals and non-metals and chemical properties of metals and non-metals. In this session we are going to see about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Okay. So initially in physical properties of metals we are going to see about the 7 physical properties of metals. Okay. 7 physical properties of metals. They are one by one we are going to see. That is metals in pure state have shining surface. This property is called metallic luster. So metals, whenever the metals are there in pure state, they have shining surface. This property is called as metallic luster. Metallic luster means the metals have shining property. That property is known as metallic luster. This is the first physical property of metal. Okay. So next one is, you will find that metals are generally hard in nature. Metals are generally hard in nature. The hardness of metals will vary from one metal to the another metal. Okay. The metals will vary the hardness of from one type of metal to the another type of metal. Okay. This is the second physical property of metals. Okay. So next one is, you will find that some metals can be beaten into thin sheets. In your day-to-day life, you can see many of the houses were constructed by the help of thin sheets of metals. Okay. So this property of metal is known as malleability. Metals can be beaten into thin sheets. This property of metal is called as malleability. Do you know that gold and silver are the most malleable metals? Gold and silver are the most malleable metals. Why means they can be beaten into very thin sheets. So that's why we call gold and silver are the most malleable metals. So another next property of metal is, next property of physical properties of metal is the ability of metals to be drawn into thin wires is called ductility. The metals can be drawn into thin wires. That property of metal is known as ductility. Gold is the most ductile element. One of the example for ductility is, one of the example for metal which can be drawn into thin wires, that is gold. Gold is the most ductile metal. You will be surprised to know that about 2 kilometers of golden wire can be drawn from only 1 gram of gold. From 1 gram of gold we can draw about 2 kilometers length of golden wire. Okay. So it is because of their malleability and ductility that metals can be given different shapes and size according to our needs. Okay. So according to our day-to-day life needs, we can change the shape and change the size of the metals. So by the help of malleability and ductility property of the metal. Next property is, metals are good conductor of heat. For that one they have given one activity. Here they have taken one stand. For the stand they have clamps. By the help of clamps they have fitted the this one metallic wire. So to that metallic wire they have fixed the pin with the help of wax. Okay. This is the free end of the wire and this is the another end of the wire. By the burner they were heating this one metallic wire. They were heating at one end, but whenever after some time you can feel that pin is going to be heated. So how the pin will get heated means, the atoms which are present in this metallic wire, they will get some heat energy. So from one atom to the another atom, the heat will transfer. So by transferring of heat from one atom to the another atom, so the heat will move towards from one end to the another end. By going to the pin is also a metallic piece. The pin also gets heated. So by this experiment we can say that metals are good conductor of heat. So in our day-to-day life we are going to see that the above activity shows that the metals are good conductor of heat and have high melting points. Metals are having very high melting and boiling point. Okay. To keep in mind that metals are having very high melting and boiling point. The best conductors of heat are silver and copper. The best conductor of heat, they can resist more heat. Okay, resistance andre so they can tolerate more heat. Okay, for example, the best conductors of heat are silver and copper. So that's why we will use copper wires in our house. Why? Because they are heat resistors, heat resistant. Okay, they can tolerate more heat. So that's why we are going to use copper wires in our house. Okay, so lead and mercury are comparatively poor conductor of heat. Lead and mercury are very poor conductor of heat. So mercury is being a metal, so it will be present in liquid form at room temperature. Mercury will be present, being a metal, it will present at the liquid state in room temperature. Okay, so that's why. So mercury and lead is comparatively poor conductor of heat. So you can see another property, another physical property of current. This one, metal is. So metals are good conductor of electricity also. So that's why we are using different metallic wires in our house for transporting the electricity from one end to the another. Okay. So next property is, you can see. So in this simple circuit they have shown that. So this is the A end and this is the B end. In this circuit they have used the switch, one bulb and the battery. The metallic wires, to the metallic wires are connected to the battery and the bulb and the switch, and this one is the, so it this one, insert the sample to the tester. For the testing portion they have connected some part of the metallic wires. Whenever we are going to join this one and make the switch on, the bulb will glow. Why? Because the metallic wires are good conductor of electricity. Okay, so by this experiment we can say, so metallic wires are good conductor of electricity also. Okay, PVC means polyvinyl chloride. The copper wires are covered. The copper wires you can see in our house, the outer surface of the copper wire is coated by the PVC. PVC means polyvinyl chloride. So coating of polyvinyl chloride. Okay, PVC full form. So it is a rubber-like material. You can see in your house also. Okay. So what happens when metals strike to the hard surface? What happens when metals are beaten to the strong surface? Do they produce a sound? Do they produce any sound? Yes, of course they will make sound. Okay. The metals that produce a sound on striking to a hard surface are said to be as sonorous. This property of metal, whenever the metals are beaten to the strong surface or hard surface, they will make sound. Okay. So this property of metal is known as sonorous. So this is the another physical properties of metal. Until now we have discussed about the 7 physical properties of metals. They are, I will repeat that. First physical property of metal is lustrous nature. Metals are lustrous in nature. Lustrous means shining nature. Metals are hard in nature. The hardness of the metal will vary from one type of metal to the another type of metal. For example, iron is more hard when compared to the copper. So that's why we can copper easily we can bend, but the iron will not bend easily. Okay, this is the second property of metal. And the third property is malleability. Malleability means metal can be beaten into thin sheets. So this property of metal is known as malleability. Gold and silver are the most malleable metals. Next is ductility. So ductility means the metals can be beaten into thin wires. This property of metal is known as ductility. So gold is the most ductile element. By 1 gram of gold we can make 2 kilometers of golden wire. So next we have seen in the activity that metals are good conductor of heat. By the activity we have explained. And next we have seen metals are good conductor of electricity also. Metals have high melting and boiling point. Metals are sonorous in nature. So like this we have seen different physical properties of the metal. So the physical properties of non-metals are exactly to the opposite of metals. Okay. So metals are lustrous in nature, but non-metals are non-lustrous in nature. Metals are hard in nature, non-metals are soft in nature. So metals can be drawn into thin sheets, but non-metals cannot be drawn into thin sheets. Metals can be drawn into thin wires, but non-metals cannot be drawn into thin wires. So like this, they are totally opposite to the metallic physical properties. Okay. So I think that you have understood the physical properties of metals and non-metals. So this is all about the today's session. I will continue the next session in the upcoming class. If you have any doubts, you can comment in the comment box. I will give the solution for your doubts. Thank you, students. We will see you in the next class. Bye. Take care.